Welcome to House Luck's Estate, the channel where we share life experiences, lessons learned, and how they shape us into better individuals. Today we're going to explore a topic that's close to many hearts: the crucial lessons one learns from growing up poor. Each one of us is a sum of our experiences, and growing up poor can offer some profound lessons that can be instrumental in personal growth. We'll be discussing 10 such lessons, each carrying its own unique wisdom and insight. These lessons aren't just about survival in tough times, they're about thriving, about finding the silver lining that molds us into resilient, compassionate, and resourceful individuals. They teach us about the values of money, education, appreciation, empathy, resilience, hard work, resourcefulness, humility, gratitude, and the power of dreams. So let's embark on this journey together, unraveling the wisdom woven into the fabric of adversity. Stay tuned as we delve into these life-changing lessons. Our first lesson from growing up poor is understanding the real value of money. When resources are limited, every penny counts. Growing up in such conditions, one quickly learns that money isn't simply a piece of paper. It's a tool, a means to an end, a vehicle that can take you from where you are to where you want to be. It becomes a symbol of hard work, discipline, and dedication. It's not about amassing wealth, but about learning to manage resources effectively. To make ends meet, one has to learn the art of budgeting, saving, and making wise financial decisions. It's about understanding that every penny earned is a result of hard work, and every penny spent should contribute to a better life. This perspective shifts the focus from consumption to creation, from spending to saving, from instant gratification to long-term goals. With this lesson, we learn to appreciate every cent earned and spent. The second lesson we learn is the importance of education. Growing up in a challenging economic environment often shines a spotlight on education as a beacon of hope. It becomes less of a right and more of a privilege, a golden ticket to a life far removed from the struggles of poverty. In these circumstances, education is not just about reading, writing, or solving equations. It's about learning skills that empower and equip us for life. It's about gaining knowledge that can open doors to opportunities, allowing us to transcend our current circumstances. When you're born into wealth, education can sometimes be taken for granted. But when you're growing up poor, each lesson learned, each page turned, each diploma earned becomes a stepping stone towards a better future. It's a clarion call to all that education is not just about the grades, it's about expanding one's worldview and unlocking potential. Education, therefore, becomes a treasured opportunity, not a burdensome obligation. Growing up poor teaches us to appreciate the little things in life. When you're faced with scarcity, even the smallest of joys can mean the world. A warm meal, a roof overhead, a good book, or the company of loved ones. These become treasures beyond measure. This experience can shape our perspective, making us more mindful of life's simple pleasures. We learn to savor each moment, to find the silver lining in every cloud, and to take nothing for granted. This isn't about settling for less, but rather recognizing the worth of what we often overlook. In a world that's constantly pushing us to want more, to be more, it's a breath of fresh air to step back and appreciate what we already have. It's about understanding that joy doesn't always come from the grand or extravagant, but often from the small and simple. This lesson teaches us to find happiness in simplicity. Our fourth lesson is developing empathy and understanding. You see, when you've felt the sting of hardship, it becomes easier to recognize it in others. This recognition is the seed of empathy. You understand, on a deep and personal level, what it feels like to struggle, to go without, to make difficult choices. But empathy isn't just about understanding, it's about action. It compels us to extend a hand, to offer a word of kindness, to share what we have, even when it feels like we have little. It's about seeing the humanity in others, recognizing their struggles, and choosing to respond with compassion. Experiencing hardship can be a profound teacher, imparting lessons that no textbook can. It teaches us to be kinder, to be more understanding, to see the world from a different perspective. It is a lesson that shapes us, that makes us more human, more compassionate. With this lesson, we learn to extend our hand to others. The fifth lesson we learn is resilience and persistence. Growing up with less often means facing challenges early on. These challenges, though tough, are not setbacks but stepping stones, shaping us into resilient individuals who can weather any storm. They teach us that failure is not the end of the road, but rather a detour on the journey to success. We learn to persist, to keep pushing forward even when the odds are stacked against us. We learn that the road to success is not always smooth, but the bumps along the way are what make us stronger. We learn to embrace adversity, not run from it, because we understand that it is through adversity that we grow the most. These experiences instill in us a sense of tenacity, a determination to keep going no matter what. We become like the bamboo, bending but never breaking in the face of the storm. This lesson equips us with a strong spirit to overcome any obstacle. Growing up poor teaches us the value of hard work. It's not just about earning money, but understanding the sweat and sacrifice behind each dollar earned. When you see your parents waking up at the crack of dawn, working multiple jobs, or sacrificing their own needs for yours, you realize that every cent counts. This experience gives us a profound respect for hard work. We see the correlation between effort and reward, between persistence and progress. We learn that success is not handed to us on a silver platter, but is earned through dedication, perseverance, and, yes, hard work. Understanding the value of hard work means recognizing that nothing worthwhile comes easy. It means pushing through challenges, overcoming obstacles, and never giving up, no matter how difficult the journey may be. This important lesson shapes our attitude towards life, our work ethic, and our drive to succeed. It encourages us to strive for success, reminding us that the sweetest victories are those we've worked hardest for. This lesson encourages us to strive for success. Our 7th lesson is about resourcefulness. Growing up poor often means making the most of what you have. It's a life that challenges you, that pushes you to your limits. It's about finding creative solutions to problems that others might not even see. Think about a child turning a cardboard box into a castle, or a teenager fixing a bike with duct tape and ingenuity. This is resourcefulness at its finest. In the face of scarcity, resourcefulness becomes a survival skill. It's about making a single meal stretch to feed a family, or making old clothes look new with a bit of sewing skill. It's about using every last bit of what you have, because you can't afford to waste anything. These experiences mold us into creative problem solvers. We learn to see possibilities where others only see limitations. We learn to adapt, to improvise, and to overcome. This lesson teaches us to be creative problem solvers. The 8th lesson we learn is humility. Growing up poor, you quickly realize that life doesn't owe you anything. You understand that everything you have, no matter how small, is a gift, not an entitlement. This realization fosters a deep-rooted sense of humility. You learn to respect people from all walks of life. You don't look down on anyone because you understand the struggle. You've been there. You know what it's like to have less, to want more, to strive, and to sometimes fall short. You also learn not to brag about what you've achieved. You know that circumstances can change in the blink of an eye. Instead, you appreciate your achievements, and rather than showing off, you use them as stepping stones to reach even greater heights. This sense of humility keeps you grounded. It allows you to empathize with others, to be patient and understanding. Most importantly, this lesson helps us remain humble in our successes. Our 9th lesson is about gratitude. Growing up poor can be a challenge, yet it can also be a powerful teacher. It can instill in us a deep sense of gratitude. When we have little, we learn to appreciate the smallest of things. A warm meal, a roof over our heads, or the love and support of family and friends. These are not just simple comforts, but treasured blessings. This gratitude is not about comparing ourselves to others who may have more or less. Rather, it's about recognizing and appreciating what we have. It teaches us to find joy in simplicity and to value the things that truly matter. It reminds us that happiness is not about material wealth, but about cherishing the moments and people that enrich our lives. Gratitude is a powerful force. It can transform our perspective, foster positivity, and even improve our health and well-being. With this lesson, we learn to be grateful for our blessings. Our final lesson is about the power of dreams. Dreams are the fuel that ignite our ambition and the compass that guides us towards a brighter future. When you're growing up poor, these dreams often take on a profound significance. They are not just idle fantasies, but lifelines to a world beyond the constraints of the present. Dreams inspire us to strive, to reach, to defy the odds. They remind us that our circumstances do not define us, but our actions and our aspirations do. They teach us to envision a world not as it is, but as it could be. But dreams are not just about imagining a better future. They're about taking the steps, no matter how small, to make that future a reality. They're about perseverance in the face of setbacks, determination in the face of obstacles, and resilience in the face of adversity. This lesson teaches us to dream big and work towards making those dreams a reality. And there you have it, 10 powerful lessons we learn from growing up poor. Let's take a quick moment to reflect on these pearls of wisdom. We've discussed the true value of money and the paramount importance of education. We've learned to appreciate the smallest blessings and to empathize with others' struggles. Resilience and persistence have emerged as our best allies, and we've seen the real worth of hard work. Our resourcefulness has been honed, and humility has become our second nature. We've discovered the profound impact of gratitude, and lastly, we learned that our dreams have the power to propel us beyond our circumstances. These lessons aren't just about overcoming poverty. They shape our character, refine our perspective, and can guide us through the complexities of life. They remind us that every situation, no matter how challenging, carries its own set of unique teachings. Thank you for joining us today on House Lux Estate. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content. Until next time, remember, every experience is a lesson worth learning.